right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of EFPN, the Exertus Financial Partners Network. We're here on Inside Exertus, and we have a special guest today. We have none other than the Senior Executive Vice President, also sits on the board. We have none other than Joe Rhino Rivas. Guys, recently we just went ahead and launched what is called the X Momentum event. It's a financial workshop event that was held in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this was a crazy one because it was held over in a movie theater. Very crazy, very new, very exciting. And today we have Rhino here to go ahead and share a little bit about what occurred and share some insights about what's happening not only in the company but also in the industry. So, Rhino, welcome on the call, brother.
Thank you, man. Honored to be here with you guys as always. Exertus Nation, hello. How are you? Good morning. Let's go. Keep
Yeah.
charging. Let's do it.
That's right.
Right?
So, brother, tell us a little bit what occurred over in this X Momentum event. Like, first of all, like it was we can't disregard the fact that it was in a movie theater. That's very exciting. This is something that not a lot of companies do. Can you share a little bit about the idea and the planning and preparation and even the execution that went into hosting an event like this?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Noel. What's happening right now is when you look out there, there's new marketing ways to have the baby boomers come and sit down and have, you'll be able to have their attention. And that's what the movie theater meeting was about. It's about a future way of marketing some of our solutions in a movie theater environment where they're dedicated, they're focused on what you're telling them, right? And it was an exciting event, I tell you. Even just from the planning from the planning aspect to getting there, picking out the movie theater, then understanding how it's going to work, and then we still needed to know how it was going to go from computer to movie screen, right? That was one of the things that me and you talked a lot about. We didn't know how it was going to go, but man, it just turned out excellent. I mean, just incredible way. And I've been to a couple of these new marketing events where they have them in movie theaters. They show a movie, and this was something that I had talked to one of our solution partners, Estate Plan X, Frank Divers, about. And I said, hey, you know what would be great is if you created a movie about estate planning and about what the importance is and why, and just focus on a group that really gets them compelled to sit with you to do an estate plan, and then everything else falls into place for all the solutions we offer, right? And you know what, it worked out so great that Frank did have that movie made, right? He was so inspired by the idea. He says, Rhino, this is something new, crazy. And I said, yeah, this is where we can actually catch people's attention and really say really mean what we say, which is we're different. We're different than everybody else out there. We're not going to be the same. We're not going to be the same other companies that are out there. Exertus is going to stand out, and that's why you want to be a part of us, right? And it just went off like incredible with the movie that we launched there on the spot too, Noel. And thank you so much. You guys were a big part of it. It was an honor to have CEO out there. We had other board members like Teo and Nadine came out, Ortiz, from Milpitas. We had a lot of people coming from Pomona to support. I mean, it was a great event. Standing room only, by the way. 80 people there. It was 79 people. We were able to sit, and I think there was a little bit over 87 or 89 people. So it was incredible. Oh, shout out to my Ohana out there in Hawaii for showing up. Tanya and Moses Bannister came out, and I mean, they were just blown away by everything too. But man, just the support of the Exertus family was incredible, Noel. Incredible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And guys, for the viewers who are listening in right now and just tuning in, this particular event, it was very different, a different setting, obviously in a movie theater, but it would with an event like this by attending, and you heard a little bit from Rhino today, you get a little bit of everything of what you're going to experience. You're going to learn little bit about the industry. You're going to learn a little bit about how to grow your business, and at the same time, some concepts that anyone who attended, they could go home and really run with it, so that that way they could go ahead and implement and help their community, help out their agencies, as well as help out their clients. And one topic of discussion that was launched, you actually shared a little bit about that, Rhino, was talking it was the concept of the estate plan cash plan, I would say, which Exertus recently launched, which is a big thing. Many people know or maybe don't know the importance of estate planning. Can and Exertus recently launched the estate plan cash plan. Can you share a little bit about what that is for agents who don't know necessarily what that is, and how that could also benefit not only their business but also their clients?
Absolutely, Noel. Great point. Yes, we did make a major announcement there. Not only was the movie a part of the announcement, the Estate Plan movie, State Plan X movie is incredible, guys. You got to get a hold of that. You'll be able to send it out or even hold your own movie theater event and advertise for everybody to come see it. But one of the biggest parts of the now Estate Plan X is the estate cash plan. And what that allows our clients to do is actually leave cash for their families, right? You're planning everything and you're like, hey, you know what? I also want to leave them $50,000 in cash, right? You can do that inside of our State Plan X. And it's an incredible opportunity for them to make sure that their either final expenses are taken care of or just to continue the family moving forward during the hard times. Yeah, I mean, just imagine God forbid something like that happens to us, and then they don't have to worry about it coming up with the money, putting a credit card down. Right? They have the cash in the estate plan. And what's really awesome is that estate cash plan that we have has all the information of the beneficiaries and everything that's already in the estate plan, already in the trust, and the money just goes right in there immediately for the trustee to use right away. That is just an incredible way to help the family. Just another way. But the real exciting part of that, Noel, was this: that when you join Exertus, you join Exertus because you join Exertus, we pay half of your Estate Plan X sign up fee, your licensing fee. We pay half of that, right? Which is incredible. So we pay half of that for you because you join Exertus. And now when your clients go in there and actually activate an estate cash plan, you will get paid. Even though you don't have a life insurance license, you will get paid on that estate cash plan. And let me tell you something, it's going to be incredible the way we can help families two ways. Number one, we can help you with your estate, your living trust, and leave a cash balance for your family. But number two, the people that need to make the extra income, now they can come in and do an estate plan, help the families, and also help them with that estate cash plan. And now the commissions are anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 total on a total living trust estate plan X plan. And that's what's incredible, guys. I'm telling you, it's been blowing up here in Vegas. Yes, Vegas was the first ones to hear about it, but we already actually did a training on it. So if you missed it, get with your leader and find out. You got to understand how this can change your business like crazy. I mean, explosion can happen right now, Noel.
Absolutely, you couldn't say it any better, Rhino. And actually, because we get a lot of different viewers, listening in, both, learning about how to build their business, learning about this industry, learning about how they could help themselves. Can
Right.
you two-part question right here is why is an estate plan important? And number two, why might, let's say, an agency or let's say an agent listening in, why might they want to consider that including in their portfolio of solutions to service their clients? Are they leaving things on the table? Is it another way to help people? Like, what is that, Rana? Can you allude to that?
Absolutely. Estate planning is we're learning this right now as we're going, right? We're really getting into it. I had an estate plan seminar back in June here in Vegas where we had 63 people register and 41 showed up, which was an incredible feat. And then we sold like 15 estate plans that weekend, that week that we were there. And I'll tell you two things, twofold, like you said. Number one, You know, when you need the things the most is when you never have them, right? A lot of people go through life going, man, I needed this, I just didn't have it, right? And unfortunately, at that time when something big happens, whether it's a family loss or an accident and they're stuck in the hospital or anything like that, those things that are in that living trust, they need it at that time. And most of the time, people don't have it. They don't have it. And that's why we're really pushing, hey, come and take a look at Estate Plan X. Take a look at all the things that you need, right? You need these things. You need this for your future. You need this while you're living, right? So that when it's needed the most, when you're gone or when you're incapacitated or whatever the reason is, your family has what they need, right? And that was the biggest thing, learning that, and it becomes like in the financial service realm, well, we're helping with retirement, we're helping with debt elimination, we're helping with income for life, we're helping with all of these things, right? To have Estate Plan X, it just adds the other piece of the puzzle, right? You really can't do one without the other. So when we went out marketing, we marketed to realtors, you know, real estate agents. We marketed to mortgage loan officers. We marketed to notaries. Why? Because they can add estate planning now to their services where before they couldn't because they weren't lawyers. And now we're using the number one technology company in the United States that has the software exactly like the lawyers use. And because you want to add that to your services, it makes sense for somebody that's in business to say, hey, I want my clients to stay with me. I want them to refer people to me. And I want to continue, right, giving them everything that I can for their needs, right? And here's one of the things I always say. So being a life agent to my clients is being a life agent just means you're stuck with me for life. And I want to make sure that I have all the solutions that I need to be able to service you through every step of the way. Right. And so for somebody that does not incorporate Estate Plan X to their arsenal, to their solutions, man, they're missing out on a whole lot of referrals, family members, and just a whole bunch of people feeling great about the work that we do so that they just send more people or decide, you know what? I think I might want to do this. And then be able to come in and be able to work a business like that and eventually go full circle and get life insurance license. That's the opportunity that we have right now to the masses, right? That's why it's so important to sit down and really learn what Estate Plan X can do for your business right now, what it can do for your annuity business, what it can do for your IUL business, for your whole life business. It can really, really change, right? Change the game for you. You just got to be willing to take a look at it and add it in there, and you'll see. That's what happens, Noel.
I love it. And Exertus during that event, they were talking about, people needing, options right now of getting involved in business. Like right now, I believe even in Nevada, I don't have the statistics on this right there, but a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, and at the same time, they're having to resort to 1 to 2 jobs just to get by. Now, Exertus, they were talking about, having options on the table, and you said it earlier, is that the barrier of entry just to get into just the state plan division is very minimal. You don't
Yeah,
need a life license to get
absolutely.
involved in it. You're not practicing law as a state lawyer, right? You're just helping facilitate that as a coordinator. But in terms of business in general, especially in like the space that we're in, the financial services space, Rhino, why might someone want to take a look, people seeing this Exertus for the first time, or people seeing the financial services industry for the first time, why might they want to consider an industry like this? And you're a perfect example of, and you say it during your overview presentations, you have an excellent explanation of this, and I'd like for you to share that to people. What at this day of age, why is it important for them to look at 1099 option or getting involved in this industry or in business in general?
Absolutely, Noel. That's a great question. Um, if we sit back and we look at what everybody's doing right now out there to create extra income, right? And you're right. Here in Vegas, I'm astonished by hearing some of the people, and we're talking about young people and older that have 3 or 4 jobs. Like they work two during the week and two on the weekend. That's incredible, right? And I'm looking and I'm thinking, man, you know what most people need right now, and why you want to consider getting into our industry and getting in with Exertis is people just need mentors. They need leaders. They need leadership, right? Mentors that'll help them succeed, right? Even if it's baby steps at a time. See, there's no other industry right now where you can get in with no experience, with no degrees, doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is the desire you have to go forward, right? And really that burning desire, right? To change your life, to know that there's something better, but you may not know there's something better. So we're here to show you that the possibilities are incredible to what you can do here. I mean, we have examples, various examples in our company, right? Of people coming in, like our 24-year-old, and now he's making over $500,000, so far a year, right? It's like all you need to do is be willing to be coachable, teachable, right? And go out there and be mentored the right way so that your business can explode. See, Exertis has all the solutions you need, everything that you need to help a client. That's why we get paid so well in this industry. We're the only industry that deals with more things for each family than any other industry out there. Some people sell one thing, that's it, they're out, right? No, we can sit down and we can over and over and over again help them out so that they can feel great about their future and their plan that they created, right? And we're just giving them the solutions to help them with their plan. And I love the fact that we sit down, we take an FIF, and we find out what is it that you have, but what is it that you want, and where do you want to be? And thank God that we have a barn full of solutions, right? That we can go, oh, this one to help you get there, this one to help you get there, this one to help you get there. And once you have all that put together, you need this one, Living Trust, Estate Plan X, to make sure it all goes to your family. See, that's the difference. Right now, people can get involved with us with minimal experience, minimal expense, minimal cost, and the rate of return on this is just unlimited of what you can make, what you can do, and how many people you can help. Our chairman, K Tiger, always says, impact, impact, impact. How many families can we impact, right? Impact equals income, right? That's what we can do with everything that we have here at Exertis. That's why to take a look at us, right? It really comes down to, are you willing to make a decision to change, right? Once you make that decision to change, man, we got everything you need. We got the mentors, we got the coaches, we got the trainings, we got everything you need to be successful in this industry and to help as many families as possible, not only with their retirement, but then turn around and help them earn that extra income that they need. And that's where we're different. That's where we're at, right? The solutions we have. I mean, imagine telling somebody, hey, you have a movie, you can go show it, and you'll help your clients because that movie makes your clients want to deal with you. And that's just an incredible outcome that you can have, Noel, working with Exertis.
Yeah. And brother, like, we have about 90 days left in the year, and it was actually fitting the titling of that event, X Momentum. How can one, in your experience in business and in this industry alone, how can one, um, be able to build some momentum, closing off this year, but just starting off 2026 with some momentum? What would be your closing message to that?
Always at the end of the years, always at the end of the year, people turn into family mode, right? They're into family mode. So they're more into the feelings of family than they're thinking about business or thinking about other things, right? And I'm here to tell you that being in family mode for us is great. Why? Because families want to protect families, don't they? Right? And estate planning is the easiest door opener to sit down with them because they're thinking about their families right now. We're thinking about them during Thanksgiving. We're thinking about them during December, right? So my thing for you to gain momentum right now is really hit hard in the heart where it matters most. Let them know that, hey, I'm here to help you. Everything that you're working for, everything that all year long you've been working for, God forbid, if anything happens to you, I want to make sure everything goes to your family. This is how we do it, estate plan X. With my bigger clients, I tell them, listen, you want to be like the wealthy. Own nothing but control everything, even from the grave. Let me show you how. Build this up right now, right? You got your family happening. You got all these things happening. And you know, it's funny. I just had an appointment the other day with another agent here in Vegas, and we went to sit down and talk to a doctor. And her and her husband, they've been thinking about, but they just got a little bit more thoughtful during the thought of, hey, you know what? Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas coming up. Man, we really got to do this estate planning thing, all this, that, and the other. Sat down with them, went ahead and explained it to them. They loved it. They're getting theirs done, right? And but I noticed something. I said, you know, man, more people are thinking about their families during this time than ever. What a way to build momentum. We already have another scheduled event in the movie theater that's going to be showing the Estate Plan X movie, right? And we're going to be advertising it to, you know, of course, our goal is to get in front of the baby boomers because that's who's thinking about it right now. But everybody can take advantage of that. And the momentum you can create right now from that will lead to more retirement policies done, more BYOBs done, more Infinity X done, more everything, 770X. It'll come out together and it'll create you a great momentum going into January 1st, 2026, right? That way you're not starting January 1st, 2026 and your business doesn't get off till March, because that's what usually happens. Is everybody waits till January and all of a sudden January, February, nothing happens in March. So you lost 2 months of any kind of momentum you could have. I say start now for 26 and use the easiest way to get in the door. And what is that? Estate Plan X. Let's go. Let me sit down with you. Let me just show you how to protect your family. I want to make sure your family gets everything that you've been working hard for. I don't want government to get in there at all. I want it all to go directly to who you want it to go to. And that's the most important thing for families right now.
I love it. So, guys, there you have it. Another Inside Exertis with none other than Senior Executive Vice President, Board Member, Mr. Joe Rhino Rivas. Brother, thank you so much for taking the time today to discuss this. And guys, if you're thinking about, if you're in this industry, if you're in part of Exertis, you know, this could be an idea for you to be able to go into your local community, the region that you're in, or the area that you're at. Maybe you could consider opening up a movie theater to hosting an event for yourself and your organization. Watch your business scale. In this day and age, guys, you know, thinking outside of the box can pay dividends,
Yes.
right? But that's the thing, is you have to think, right? It doesn't just happen. And so, you know, thank you so much. Shout out to the Las Vegas team for putting on an amazing show, an amazing movie. Guys, there was even popcorn there. There was sort of the whole thing. Literally, you're watching a movie. And so, brother, thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate you. All right, team, it's that time again. We're thrilled to spotlight this week's EFPN Top 5 players. Kicking things off in 5th place, we have Mitch Vinal. Mitch is making her mark with strong personal production and quickly rising as a powerful force in the field. In 4th place, let's give it up for Andres Colazzo. Andres continues to deliver outstanding performance, pairing consistent personal production with dynamic leadership. Holding steady in third place is Kelly Davidson. Kelly exemplifies consistency and focus, driving remarkable performance and steady progress throughout his organization. In second place, we celebrate Martha Sully. Her dedication, strong leadership, and relentless work ethic continue to set the standard and inspire everyone around her. And taking the top spot this week, Wendell Morris. Wendell's drive, persistence, and commitment to excellence continue to elevate not only his own success, but the entire organization through an example and leadership. Congratulations to our EFPN Top 5 Players of the Week.